Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy, the FOOTI to the Big E here once again with another video. The Royal Rumble was last night, so you know what this is? It's my results and reactions video. No, you know what? Scrap that. This is just a straight out Royal Rumble rant video, so let's do this, people. So first up, I'm not going to do the same format I normally do where I bring up matches and I'll tell you about what happened in this match and how great it was and the WWE are the world savior in wrestling, because after the Royal Rumble, I don't feel like that. I feel like the WWE have served me up a disgusting pile of poo-poo for my second favourite pay-per-view of the year. So I'm just going to vent myself in this video. So forget the results video. This is officially a rant video of the WWE screwing up the Royal Rumble between great action and outright terrible bookings for the first big show of the year. So first off the bat, Charlotte came out to defend the title against Bayley. This, to be fair, wasn't a bad matchup. It was a great match for as long as it lasted. Charlotte got the win with a natural selection on the canvas or on the ring apron. It was a good match. It did what it did. I enjoyed it. I thought, Royal Rumble starting off well. It's an enjoyable match. And Charlotte got the win. You know how I feel about Charlotte. I'm not her biggest fan, but hey, I'm on this. 15, 16 now pay-per-views in a row winning. We're on this. We know how it's going. So we can live with that. So we move on. So the second match of the night was between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. I predicted Kevin Owens would win. That is what happened. Kevin Owens did retain. But there was many things along the way that started this really roundabout way of WWE booking things. Obviously, Chris Jericho was in a shark cage. He couldn't interfere. Roman was in full control. Roman looked like he was going to get the win. Then out of nowhere, Braun Strowman comes out and absolutely obliterates Roman Reigns. And I'm thinking, right, this is where we're going. Roman Reigns is going to take on Beef Stroganoff at Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. This is where WWE is going. I'm fully into this angle now. This is where we're going. So Kevin Owens gets the win. Again, great matchup, great action, terrible booking at the end. Kevin Owens gets the win, so we roll on to WrestleMania as Kevin as champion for now, up until we get to Fastlane. So the next up was Neville versus Rich Swann for the Cruiserweight title. Again, great solid matchup. Neville done his job really, really well. Great action. Nothing wrong with that. I predicted Neville win, become champion. That's exactly what happened. Neville is your new Cruiserweight champion. Not a problem with that. This is not where my gripe happens in Royal Rumble. But we will get there, people. We will get there. Solid matchup. Got a good spot on the card, got a lot of attention and that lot. And it was a good, solid matchup. Neville got the win. And all's happy in the world. We want to see Neville doing well. We want to see this new attitude of Neville. And we want to see Neville doing his thing. He hasn't been treated well by WWE Creative. And he's finally found an angle where he's really, really striving. So we're all right with that. We move on. So then you have John Cena. John flipping Cena versus the phenomenal one AJ Styles. Decent match. Nothing wrong with it. We all expected John to get that 16th world title, and that's what happened. John Cena went over on AJ. Obviously, we know if you look on the dirt sheets, they're building towards AJ versus Shane at WrestleMania. So they say. And yeah, we expected AJ to drop the title at some point. I expected it to be Elimination Chamber. But, John Cena did not do his heel turn. He's still the face that runs the place. He's now your 16th-time world champion. And it is what it is. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. But I'm moving on quickly because I want to get to the Royal Rumble. And this is where things take a terrible turn in this Royal Rumble rant video for me, because I look forward to the Royal Rumble. I love the Royal Rumble. I've loved the Royal Rumble since I was a little itty bitty footsteps walking around in the South London dungeon. And it just didn't deliver. The Royal Rumble was very predictable from start to finish. It was predictable when Braun came out and cleared house, and you knew Sami Zayn was coming out next. To the point of the other predictable points were obviously Brock coming out and clearing house. You knew that was going to happen. Goldberg then came out, and there was another bit of weird booking because Goldberg threw out Brock within 30 seconds of him coming out, and then Taker came out and Taker threw out Goldberg within a minute of him coming out, and you were thinking, what the hell is going on here? Number 10, people predicted Ty Dillinger would come out the perfect 10, and that's what happened. I know me and my mates joked around that WWE would screw us and bring him out of 11 just to rib on us because Vince liked a good old rib, but they did. They went with it. It was predictable. Tied into a 10. That's what they went with. And this is what I'm saying. It's very, very predictable. And now in the Royal Rumble, another one I like is you like to have surprises, returns, and surprise entrances. And I was ready for the Nakamura's and the Samoa Joes and then the Ty Dillingers to appear in the Royal Rumble. And we got none of that. We got to number 30 and we were thinking, right, we must have a surprise here because apart from Ty, we haven't had one. And number 30 hits, and what is it? Roman freaking Reigns. So out of nowhere, when they say that Roman wasn't working the Rumble, Roman comes out at number freaking 30 at the Royal Rumble. He's just been dogged by Braun Strowman. And now Roman comes out and goes head to head with the dead man. So just when we're thinking it's Braun Strowman versus Roman at the WrestleMania, we know where we're going with this. We then get Roman coming out, the big dog, taking on the man who has run the yard, the big dog who's run his yard for many, many years, the Undertaker. So Roman throws out the Undertaker. Undertaker gives him a look. So you know where we're going with this one. We know that WrestleMania is going to be Roman versus The Undertaker now. It is locked in. The one that we really, really didn't want to see. I know a lot of people were excited by it. I weren't one. I didn't really want to see Roman versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. But it looks that's what we are going to get and going to see. WWE should just give up. Roman is still getting booed. They're trying to put Roman over now on The Undertaker, and they're trying to get The Undertaker to do the job to get Roman over finally. It's not going to work. WWE need to just lay down on their back, show their belly, and just admit defeat that Roman is not going to get over. I felt Roman for the third year in a row has spoilt a Royal Rumble. And I am absolutely peeved with WWE. It's a terrible, terrible booking on the Royal Rumble. Now, the only upside is Randy Orton won. It came down to Bray, Randy, and Roman did not get the win. Roman got thrown out by Mr. RKO himself. But again, this is where I feel a bit sour because obviously now Randy Orton is going to WrestleMania. He's going to be in the main event, right? We know this. And we also know that it looks like it is going to be Bray versus Randy at WrestleMania. Now, what are we saying? That Bray Wyatt is going to win the Elimination Chamber? That's great. Bray can win the Elimination Chamber. I'd love to see Bray with the WWE title around Randy's waist. But then what are you going to do? You're going to give him a Sasha Banks title run and he's going to lose it in 2 to 4 weeks at WrestleMania to Randy? Or are you going to go a different angle because Luke Harper came out and put the boots to Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton? And are you going to go for Bray versus Luke Harper at WrestleMania? Well, personally, I wouldn't do that. But the dub might actually do it. And if they do that, who wants to see another John Cena versus Randy Orton? I don't want to see that. You people don't want to see that. We've seen it many times. We don't need another Randy Orton versus John Cena freaking main event, and especially not at WrestleMania. So, all in all, the WWE served up a big pile of great action with absolute terrible bookings. And I feel really, really let down. I love the Royal Rumble, but I do feel absolutely let down. And I know you guys were probably looking forward to my normal results show where I give you analysis and the inside to how I felt about the matches and whatnot. But I can't hold this back, people. I thought 2017, the big dogs were in it. We were going to get a nice build up to WrestleMania, some dream matches. But WWE are doing these terrible bookings, and if this is how 2017 is starting off, I fear the worst for the run-up to WrestleMania. I'm normally hyped about the run-up to WrestleMania, but now I'm just left with question mark after question mark. We know that Brock versus Goldberg, locked in for WrestleMania, that's going to happen. Roman versus Undertaker, that's now going to happen. Are we going to see Randy Orton versus Bray for the title? If it is, good, I can live with that. But I don't want to see Bray get a pissy Sasha Banks title run going into the into WrestleMania and then lose it. Then who is John Cena working with? That leaves another question. Who is John Cena going to be working with? Because we know that AJ looks like he's going to be working with Shane. So, more questions were left than answers given going into WrestleMania, I felt, on this one. So, sorry guys if you were expecting a Royal Rumble lovely reactions and results video from me, but I'm sorry I could give you nothing but a lovely Royal Rumble rant video. I felt very let down by the Rumble. I know other people will be watching this going, but Footsteps, I liked it. I didn't, okay? And I'll be honest with you, it's not leaving a very good taste in my mouth. I got a nice little sour mouth going forward on the road to WrestleMania. But guys, thank you for joining me on this video. Remember to like, share, subscribe. And I'm sorry for the rant video, but I had to get it out there. You know, I just felt WWE done some terrible bookings in this one, and I had to lay it out. You know, one thing, if you watch back at my videos, I try and kiss ass to WWE as much as possible and make it feel like there's all right in the world with the dub. But the dub have served you up a first pile of Royal Rumble BS with this one. I look forward to the Rumble. I've dealt with the fact that the last couple of years have been terrible Rumbles, and I hope that this one will be different, and it didn't. So I just had to let out my Royal Rumble rant. So yeah, guys, I'm out of it, guys. Bless and peace, people. I'll see you back with more wrestling content soon. Bless.